Biden telling a new tale 3 times with three separate, very small, I might add, audiences. Biden is telling a new story about his uncle, who he claims, or he implied in these 3 stories, was eaten by cannibals. I'm not making this up. We'll let him tell the story. This is one of the 3 times that he told it yesterday.
Called him Uncle Bozy. He was shot down. He was in the Army Air Corps before there was an Air Force. He flew single-engine planes, reconnaissance flights over New Guinea. He had volunteered because someone couldn't make it. He got shot down in an area where there were a lot of cannibals in New Guinea at the time. They never recovered his body, but the government went back when I went down there, and they checked and found some parts of the plane and the like. And one.
Okay.
Yeah, they're saying that he probably wasn't eaten by cannibals, that he wasn't. I don't think he was even shot down. I think that
the AP had this headline saying Biden is off.
You think
on the details of his uncle's death, as he calls Trump unfit to lead the military.
Off.
Yeah. He's just
off.
That's how
right.
the AP covers for
of
this
course
president.
A liar. That's
ridiculous.
how they cover a liar and a plagiarizer. That's how they cover that. I mean, can you imagine if Trump told this absolute lie, what they would say, what the AP would say? Trump lies. That's what they would say.
Yeah, they would say serial liar and domestic terrorist Donald Trump
totally
made up a story
and rapist. That's what they'd say.
Right, exactly.
But since it's Biden, they're like, it's just he's off. You guys, just a little off.
Really, you off on the details, just a little bit off. Just
you think? What lie is this? Because I can't keep track at this point. This guy, every time he steps on a stage, he says he lies. He says a bunch of crap. I mean, stuff just spews out of his face, and we're all like, "What? Grandpa's talking again? What is he saying?" It's just like, this is crazy. And he wants 4 more years. This guy wants 4 more. Wow,
it's insanity. Yeah. So the cannibal story was one story that he repeated many, many times yesterday, and there was another story that he tried to tell, which, you guys, I cannot make heads or tails of the story, and it's because he sounds like he's just at death's door. This guy. I mean, he's so
slurry,
and just he looks so
lost,
exhausted.
He's got to hang it up, man.
Oh my God. So here is the other story. It's about a motel, and some shaving cream is in there. You guys can try to decipher this. Here it is.
I showed up at the off-year convention, and I was in the motel, after the local motel, getting changed after the afternoon session, go back to the evening session. I'd come down with some young activists, a little older than me, but still young activists, who were involved in trying to reform the party. And I was in one of those 8x10 bathrooms, they have, shower, toilet, and a sink, and I got a towel on me and shaving cream, and I hear bam, bam, bam at my door, really loudly. And I wonder, what the hell is that? I thought it was this guy, Bob Cunningham, at a radio show, and a couple other guys. So I said, okay, guys. And I walked to the door and opened it up, and standing there was the former governor of the state of Delaware, Albert N. Carville, a big guy, about 6'5", talked at you like this. And the state representative who got defeated 4 years earlier. That's a Democratic state rep who was retired. And one of from the family that had more senators appointed than any other family in American history, to the tunnels, a former retired justice, and the state chairman. And they said, I'm standing in a towel and shaving cream on my face.
So what was the point of that? What was the point of that? It's like when you visit your grandparents in the nursing home, and they're just talking and talking and talking. And seriously, just, okay, here's some more pudding. Like, they just tell stories, and then they tell different stories, and they tell like the same story over and over and over again, but like maybe with some twists. He's at that point. He's basically in the nursing home. He is in a taxpayer funded nursing home, which is the White House. That's where he's at. And then he just tells stories and everybody just apologizes for him and they give him some cue cards once in a while. And basically Obama's running the country. That's what's happening. Oh my God.
Well, and do you remember, was it last week where there was that couple of great videos actually that went around of Trump's visit to was it Chick-fil-A that yeah, it was a Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
And the reception was so amazing and people were so excited to see him. And it was like this amazing thing. And the videos were phenomenal. Well, Biden tried to recreate that magic at a convenience store, like a gas station. Yeah. No, not a bodega.
It wasn't?
This was like one of those big convenience-y stores where you can also get sandwiches, like
a quickie mart thing.
Yes. Like something like that.
Yeah.
And he was expecting, I think, the same kind of reception. The video, it's like 2.5 minutes. You can see it on Twitter. I mean, it's everywhere right now. But the video of that, people could not care less that he is there. And of course, there's a huge entourage that has to accompany him.
Yeah.
And he's going in there and he's like trying to smile at kids and no one cares. I mean, even the people behind the counter getting together,
they hate
the sandwiches that he's buying for construction workers or whatever. They are just like, they're polite and, they smile for pictures, but it is not the same as the kind of love that Trump gets.
Yeah. Cause he's made everything suck, especially for those people. Especially for working people. I mean, unless you're a celebrity, your life sucks. And so maybe he should stick with the celebrity thing because those are the only people right now who really like him. I mean, go hang out with Jason Bateman and friends because those are the only people who are going to smile at you and fawn all over you, Biden.
Exactly. So when he was leaving this particular area, there were press people there that were asking him questions and hurling out questions as they do. And one of the questions was about this new tariff that he's putting on steel, I think from China. And so they were asking, are you worried about how this is going to impact your relationship with Xi Jinping? And at first he didn't hear it, then he hears it, but then he threw out one of his classic Bidenisms in response. Keep in mind, everybody is on ground level.
Right.
Okay. Like there's no reason for him to say this. And yet look what he says.
Biden on the new steel tariff. Certainly confirms your new relationship with Xi Jinping. The steel tariff. Are you concerned that will hurt your relationship with Xi Jinping, your new relationship with him?
No.
Why?
Don't jump.
What is he saying? I swear. Yes. Yesterday on Instagram, there was was it yesterday? Yeah, 23 hours ago on Instagram. He put this post out. It says, our administration has protected more than like a bunch of acres of land and waters and blah, 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 conserving land and water. And he put this post out where he's like on a cliff. And I almost put, don't jump. But I was
afraid. Would have been the appropriate time to say that.
But I kind of didn't mean it. So I didn't want to put that. I don't lie,
I mean, what in the world? So they say, why don't you think that this will affect your relationship with the Chinese president? And his answer is to say, don't jump.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He's not well. Right. He hasn't been well for years. He hasn't been well. And the only time that he appears well is when they like hop him up on amphetamines for a State of the Union or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it's unreal. This man is, how is anybody supporting him? I can't.